Morning, guys. May the 21st here in central Illinois. I hope everybody has survived all the storms we've had over the last couple of days. Some of them have been, as you well know, absolutely brutal. We're just up here this morning, just running a few trains, just having a little bit of fun, taking a break from working on the crane. I'll show you how I'm coming on that. But yeah, basically what we're running is just some of the junk that I've made, and some Hornby, some French Hornby, pre and post-war English and French. I don't run it very often, and it is kind of nice to run it from time to time. The steam engine is a pre-war French Hornby, and the rest of it is a mix of French Hornby and British Hornby, pre and post-war. I kind of like, even though I'm not a real passenger guy, I kind of enjoy pulling these smaller scale cars with my electric outline that I made. It makes them, the engine doesn't overshadow them. It would be nicer if the cars were a little bit bigger, but they look pretty good together, running together like that. I'll tell you something, this Hornby, that's a 20 volt motor. I've almost got this Z cranked half wide open just to get it to run. They take a tremendous amount of electricity. I do love the sound of that clickety-clack. All right, enough of this baloney. I'll show you what I'm up to. All right, as I told you guys, we're making the jib for the crane. This is out of the uprights. This is the legs of a Lionel 440 signal bridge that I've used. And what I did with it, I took the one side and I've cut it back. I took and I cut the ends off, or made a gap at the end, and then cut an area so that I could bend these things down. And what I did was, see if I can show you this. Using the X's as center, I put a small piece of wire all the way through there, and then I bent each leg down until they touched. That way it would look proportionally. You know, try to make it look even is what I'm shooting for. So basically we went from this to this. Then what I'm going to do is this jib, this Marks jib, I'm going to cut this back right to here. This is going to be completely cut off. Then I'll leave the crane, crank, and everything else there. And then it's hard to do this one hand, but set it up like this, as you can see. Cut out on the back side whatever I have to do to get it up to fit nice and flush, and then I'll solder it. And of course we've got the space here for the pulley. Do a little bit of trimming. I'm going to fabricate a plate to put in that. And then what I'll do is, I had thought about just taking and slicing this with a Dremel, but then you got metal overlapping metal, so that's why I used my nibbler to cut that out. Now I've already made a backing plate that will drop right in there on the back side. I'll solder that, close that hole off, and then with just a little bit of Bondo or glazing material, we'll have that all smoothed over, and it'll look real good. So that's what we're on. I decided to go with this because I will take and shorten this at about right here. And this should mount to the front of the crane, to the car body. And I should be able to take and rotate it basically almost 360 degrees. Of course, you'll hit the cab if you go all the way around, but it should be doable, and it will give it some play value. So we'll see where it takes us, but that's where we're at right now. So you guys enjoy Hump Day. It's going to be a great one here in central Illinois. I think the high's only going to be 59 degrees, so that's going to be sweatshirt weather. Have a safe Memorial Day this coming weekend, and I want to thank everybody. This being Wednesday, the third Wednesday for me, I got my Social Security check, and so keep working out there. I need it. Talk with you later. Toodaloo.